Nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Come on, let's go! Spread 38! Spread 38!
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And some room to roam now. David Johnson on his way. 30. 10. Touchdown, Washington. David Johnson, 81 yards. And the Redskins have taken a first-quarter lead. And personally, what a start for him to get in the end zone from that distance here on the first drive.
And it has the defense tearing up their defensive goals for the game, doesn't it? Because nowadays, when we talk to all the coaches, they don't talk about limiting yards per carry and those things. They just talk about limiting explosive plays, whether it's through the air or on the ground. And anything an explosive play on the ground, usually, 10, 12-yard runs? This one was way more than that. They've got to go back to the drawing board and try and shut it down.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. First carry for Amir Abdullah. And a great move on the play as he takes this one past the 25. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
A second down run for Abdullah. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Now a play fake here on first down. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
A handoff to Abdullah. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look, 6 DBs.
Black, come on. Check.
Working from the gun, Wentz. He's going to let this one go deep. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st. First down carry here for Johnson. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They'll set up to throw. Looking for his tight end read, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Brian Bonnie Calhoun. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. So after the INT, here's Wentz. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. The man they call Snacks, Damon Harrison, coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now a give. This is Abdullah. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Shotgun now for Wentz. Caught left side by Funchess. Touchdown, LA! Devin Funchess, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, and it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on second down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
Come on, let's go. Try it, 38.
They'll set up a throw. They'll roll him out right. Gonna let one fly. He's got a man. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 32 that time. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey. Come on, let's go. What?
Now they'll run it on the toss. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first.
Let's go. What? 90.
He'll look to throw. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. DeForest Buckner with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. The Redskins send out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Lion.
They'll run again. This time it's Abdullah. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. Third and 11, and some extra depth in the secondary here. They're in the dime. From the gun, it's Wentz. And he gives it to Funchess complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunky yardage picked up there.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Dancing to his left. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. This is Abdullah. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
Hang in there now. Hang in there now. Black.
Throwing now is Wentz. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. On 1st down, Wentz buying time to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to the ground now. Here's Abdullah. Whoosh. The trot. Amir Abdullah. Touchdown, LA. Amir Abdullah. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Rams are in for 6. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Carlson now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. Wentz now on 1st down. That is caught inside the 5. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A good pick up there of 20 yards. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. It's the fullback, his first touchdown on the year. And the Rams add on to their lead. Carlson now to add the extra point. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 21-7. Carlson now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Come on, let's go. What?
Now a handoff looking right. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Dante Fowler in on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Come on, let's go. Grand 38. Grand 38.
Looking to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Jordan Reed was the intended target. Third down here.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They'll look to throw here. Steps away, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Carl Lawson in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. The Redskins send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. The Redskins send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout. This will be fielded at the 17. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. There's really no reason to change what they've been doing to this point. They've got the lead. They've looked good this first half.
I agree with you totally, and a lot of coordinators, play callers feel exactly the same way. Until you stop what I'm doing, why should I make any changes? But there are a few that kind of outguess themselves or try to outguess the opponent, and they try to consider what they would do to take things away and go to those plays right away. It'll be fun to watch when they get to the second half to see which way they go.
Yeah, but to this point, it certainly hasn't been broke. We'll see if they try to fix anything. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. A dump off for Abdullah. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Throwing is Wentz. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. Play action. Now Wentz. His throw incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. to the air on second down. Wentz. This is screen to Abdullah. A big play there just before halftime. 42 yards. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Throwing on first is Wentz. He's got Wilson, middle of the field. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 12 more yards there and another first down.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and goal from the 1. They run. Abdullah. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Amir Abdullah as the first half is winding down. And the Rams add on to their lead. Carlson on for the PAT. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Carlson now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
15 seconds, all that remains for this first half as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. So we come upon halftime here in Southern California with the Rams on top as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And the Rams getting set to go now. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Nixon. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Hang in there now. Hang in there now. Here we go. Here we go.
On second down, here's Wentz. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
The Rams on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now Wentz. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So here's the Redskins offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker board?
Yeah, those two.
And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. Going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford anymore at this point. And the Rams now coming out on the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They pitch to Abdullah. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
3rd quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Wentz now on 1st down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
They fake the give. Now Wentz trying to lay one up deep. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down.
I think it's pretty safe to say that when you're up 3 touchdowns, the last thing you want to do is hang one up there and put it in jeopardy and possibly get it intercepted. Got a nice lead. You should be able to protect it. But if you get careless with the football, look out.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Here's Wentz to throw. The open man is Westbrook. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
They dialed up the blitz on 3rd down, and your worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Taken in at the 11. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And here come the Redskins now. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Room here to run. Does the big boy have the juice? And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. 5 yards on the catch there brings up second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Hey, let's go! Red 38! Red 38! Cut!
On second down, Johnson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The Redskins on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Come on, let's go! White 90! White 90! Ohio! Cut!
They'll drop to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off here the 32. And he will score. Touchdown, LA. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. So out now come the Redskins. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Caught out left side by Robinson. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Come on, let's go. What? 90.
Back to throw now on 1st down. It's complete right side to Benjamin. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Tight end right. Let's go. What? 90. What? 90.
Now a handoff. Johnson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7.
Come on, let's go. Grand 38. Grand 38.
They're going to look to throw. He'll buy some time right. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Back now in Los Angeles. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Mixon gets the nod to start the drive. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. The Rams on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 11.
There we go, back man.
Shotgun now for Wentz. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And they'll have great field position here as the ball will be at the 15-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the 4th quarter, plays like that. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Javon Hargrave in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Let's go. What?
Now back to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Dante Fowler in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Here we go. What? 90.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is going to be incomplete. The Redskins go for it, but it doesn't pan out. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Again, it's Mixon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. Chris Jones with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. Here now, Johnny Townsend as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded at the 20. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 11.
Come on, let's go.
They'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Trevor Williams with a pick. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. On 1st down, Abdullah. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Here I come again. Here I come again.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Zadarius Smith able to get him down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 8. Wentz now to throw. And he gets it to punches complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A toss to Abdullah. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one. Maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes.
Come on now. Come on now. Let's go. Hey, guys, check me out. Go. Which one?
And they'll indeed take a knee. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for L.A., they inch closer to respectability now at 3-6 on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Washington, changes could be in the air as they fall to 0-8 now on the year. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Arizona Cardinals. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.